All right, Butt Check fam, we're just gonna jump straight into this one, right? Because it's the second video of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the first one, but this one, I'm a little pissed off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little pissed off. You know, me and Dirty Low talked about it on Sunday that Capcom finally released the footage 2 weeks after the fact. They finally released the footage for Cap Cup. They released Street Fighter League, Grand Finals, all that good stuff, and then right after, what was it, Top 8 for Cap Cup. And now I'm kind of watching moments. I wasn't too sure if I was even going to look at it because I already know what happens, right? Most of you already know what happens. But I was like, maybe there's something I missed. Maybe there was something that I need to know, right? Because they didn't show everything, obviously. So now that I'm watching it, there was a lot that I missed. You know what I missed? The moments! The fucking live moments that we were all supposed to see for free. Now, I know some are still making the argument out there like, hey, it's just $10. It was going to be $40, which is ridiculous, but now it's $10. If you ain't got $10, you got different problems. If you ain't got $10, and then other people obviously are arguing it's not the $10, it's the principle. Why are we paying for something that should be free? We're just going into the esports machine. We don't need to feed it. We need to take a stand. Well, obviously that's not going to happen because everybody, the pros included and the commentators, they're on board. They're also on board with the EWC, but that's a whole separate thing. I'm talking about pay-per-view. With the whole pay-per-view, it's not going away. Matter of fact, I also noticed that in this stream, by the way, Team Rejects dominated them. They dominated Lashar. Apparently he was under the weather. I didn't even know. He was under the weather the whole time. And in Street Fighter League, y'all, he kicked some ass. Who else? Fudo. These guys were whooping ass. Unfortunately, Daigo came up short. He came up short against Mena, and then he also came up short against Chris G. Shout out to the homie Chris G, by the way. But Team Rejects, they won. It was like 80 to 20. It was like 80 to 20, man, over Mena's team. It's crazy. But anyway, as they win, I noticed the director comes up. He makes an announcement, and guess what? It's going to be back in Japan. I knew that they upped the money for Street Fighter League next year. There's still going to be the big pot, the $1 million check, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be back in Japan. Lo and behold, it is back in Japan. Matter of fact, let me see if I can fast forward to that part. Yeah, let me go ahead and fast forward to that part. Comes on stage, says, hey, guess what? We're doing the exact same thing. So guess what? It's pay-per-view once again. I assume it's going to be $10 once again, because there was a lot of people, especially on the Japan side, that said, wow, what a deal. This was amazing, and they're singing the praises. I don't see Capcom changing this anytime. As soon as they cemented the fact that this is always going to be in Japan, we locked in that pay-per-view without even knowing it. So once again, we either have to get up or get on board, get out the way, or get ran over, because esports is here to stay. Pay-per-view is here to stay, and it sucks. That's why I said there's hype moments. I'm not mad at the players. I'm not mad at the commentators. I'm not mad at Street Fighter. I'm just mad that, like, we miss so much. Watching it now doesn't have nearly the same effect. Hell, it really has no effect because we know everything that's going to happen. And now next year, we basically got to do the same damn thing. We're going to watch it for the first 3 days, get kind of hype, and then we're going to get blocked out for, like, the hype moments. And then we got to make a decision. I'm torn. You know, Dirty Low made a good point in the last video saying, you know, there's part of me that wants to fight all of this, but there's also another part of me is I kind of think, am I just getting too old? Is it me just being an old fuddy-duddy and I'm set in my ways to where I got to realize this is the future? And the future is here whether we like it or not. So maybe it's just me kind of being stuck in my ways and I just got to get on board. The FGC is going to grow with or without us, right? I don't know. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. But in the meantime, it is kind of exciting. I will admit, it is kind of exciting that the FGC is growing. Bigger than we ever thought, especially sooner than we ever thought. And EWC seems to be doing some exciting things, especially with this whole Evo thing. It seems like they're actually adding production value, which is something Capcom did not do. So in a way, there's excitement there. I just don't understand why we have to go this whole pay-per-view route when there's so many ways they can go around it with selling, you know, costumes in game. There's so many ways the community would be willing, talking about, take my money. But this is the one I just see rub so many people the wrong way. I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of had the thought that, like, what if as a gift, this is far-fetched, EWC comes in, right? They're already taking over pay-per-view. They're partnering with Capcom. What if they swoop in and they're like, hey, y'all, on us, no pay-per-view this year. Yo, we're putting up the money or whatever. We want you right here. Let me stop it right there. On us, no pay-per-view. I mean, that would be good press. That would be a hell of a press statement, you know what I'm saying, for the people over there. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to get the naysayers or anybody that's not originally on board with EWC and Saudi on that ship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that would be good press for them. Now, look on the screen right now. Cap Cup 13 returning. We are back in Japan. People are losing their mind like, oh, yeah, here we go, which is great, right? Which is great. But you know, you got these worries, or I shouldn't say worries, I should say more like concerns, like even Dirty Low was talking about, like, how are we really treating the players out there? Because Big Bird and Punk were talking about they had rooms with no windows and no ACs. Then you looked at their little conference room, there was like nothing. There was like ghetto snacks that they just laid out. So we're like, yo, this is how the accommodations? This is $1 million tournament. This is accommodations. Now, I read some of your comments, and some of your comments were like, yo, just because one of them is gonna become a millionaire doesn't mean they all get to be treated like some millionaires. You tripping. Now, thinking of that point of view, thinking of that argument, I guess I see what you're talking about, but you would think if it's such a big tournament, if it's the big hurrah for the biggest game right now, one of the biggest we've ever seen, you would think the accommodations would be a little better. I would think now. I've never really heard, besides Taquito's, it was Taquito's vlog. Taquito's vlog is what kind of let everybody see behind the scenes. I did a video, it's on the channel. But besides that, and besides Big Bird and Punk coming out and saying those statements, haven't really heard complaints. I think more so the players are just so excited and happy to be in that atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So they're just grateful. All in all, man, it's back in Japan. Pay-per-view is here to stay. I even watched some of top 8, you know, Sahara, who else? Blaz. I mean, there was amazing Higuchi. There was amazing matches. That made me even more pissed off. Like, there's so much we missed. Now, the argument can be made. You don't got to miss it. There's probably some of you watching this talking about, you don't got to miss it. Hey, this is the way of the future. Just put up the 10 bones. Here's my problem with that. Even if I could wrap my head around that, like that whole argument that this is just the way of the future, right? I'm still pissed off as a spectator, as a fan, and as a content creator that it's behind the paywall, so it's imprisoned. It's behind bars, Fort Knox, for 2 weeks after the fact. Because there's so many people that are never going to buy that pay-per-view, so you kill so much more of the hype. Dirty Low made this point. I don't think I aired that clip where he was like, poor Sahara. Now, not poor Sahara because he's a millionaire, right? And he got all this notoriety in Japan and whatnot and changed his life forever. But he's like, so much more. So many more eyeballs and notoriety and possibly sponsors, maybe, I don't know, could have saw that if it wasn't pay-per-view and that footage was just going around. Once again, I'm sure Sahara's gonna have a great life, hella young. He's only been playing the damn game for like a year and a half, y'all. Like a year and a half to 2 years. Dude's already on the top. You know what I'm saying? So all praise and salute to Sahara. I'm just saying, like what Dirty Low was saying is that if you didn't hide it behind a paywall, he could have got even more shine. What do you guys think about that point? All I'm saying is, all in all, man, I hate that. Even if I could wrap my head around the idea of a pay-per-view and being like, it's just $10, it still remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? It's still hidden from the public for 2 weeks. No content. The content creators are robbed, and I know I'm biased because I'm a content creator, but no content. You kill a lot of the hype. You kill a lot of the buzz. I cannot wrap my head around that part. If they could figure out a way, like if you want to keep, if pay-per-view means that much to you and you want to run the $10, okay. But if you could figure out a way to like not keep it hidden from the world for 2 weeks, that would make a world of difference. To me, it would. Like, okay, do it. Like, let's say it finishes on a Sunday, release the content on a Tuesday or a Monday. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know why they're not going to do it. The obvious reason. Well, if we do that, people are not going to, or more people are not going to buy the pay-per-view and they're just going to wait till the next day to watch it. I get that. But I think just leave it up to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want to be part of that live event. A lot of people want to support that live event and they want to watch it live. Nobody like watching the replay. That shit sucks. I mean, this is getting numbers, especially on the Japanese accounts. But you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing like watching it live, like the current events. So leave it up to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to raise this money. If you guys want to hang on to your little $10 pay-per-view, that's fine. That's fine. I could maybe wrap my head around that. But release the footage right after. Obviously, they're not going to do it because they think they're going to lose money that way. I get it. It's a business. It's a business. What I just said business-wise is very irrational. It doesn't work. It doesn't. The math is not mathing when you talk on some business. I get it. I'm just saying there's just aspects of this that really throw me off, man. A lot. I'm still down, obviously, with Street Fighter 6. Big fan of Capcom. Obviously, big fan of our pros and our FGC community. I love the fact that we are growing more than ever. I was just talking to Dirty Low. We're actually starting to plan, literally had a meeting the other day, our second channel. It's going to be a spinoff of Button Check, kind of focused around Bogus Journey. So I'm very excited about that. And the only reason that could happen is because of what's happening right now in the FGC and because of you guys. There's new life. So how could I not be excited, right? But this part just feels like it's a thorn in the heel somehow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, can we get past this part? Once again, I know it's just $10. I just have a problem with feeling like we're gatekeeping some of the community from some of the best moments. Sahara tearing up, his sister and family in the audience crying. You know what I'm saying? Takedo almost bawling again after he finally brought it home for the Street Fighter League. Like, there's so many special moments that we missed out on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a bummer. That's what gets me. That's why I said I'm watching this like, damn it. Damn it. Once again, like I always said, it's the best of times, it's the worst of time. And you know what? This is history right here. I don't know if you guys realize it, because I have never, ever in my life ranted this long without stopping this camera. I never have. Oh my God. Matter of fact, there's so many times you watch Button Check, there's cut after cut after cut after cut, because so many times I'm messing up. So many times I lose my train of thought. Not on this episode. This is the first, it says 13 minutes on this camera right here. This is the first time I was able to get all of this out without messing up or rethinking or resetting, anything like that. Because the shit's coming from the heart. It really is, man. So let me know how you feeling, man. Y'all frustrated? Y'all down with the $10? Y'all like, you know, this is the new age? Do you think there's any resolutions or solutions that I'm missing? How y'all feeling, man? Like I said, when I'm looking at these videos, especially on the Japanese accounts, they're doing big ass numbers, man. Like big ass numbers, like almost 300,000 views on one of them. So people still do care. Obviously, it's a huge game. I just want better. And I know at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm trying not to be, but it's hard not to be. So either way, that's how I'm feeling. I appreciate the massive love. It is Tuesday. Let us wrap up this Tuesday with some of the HT. I'm going to put it on pause right here. I'm going to get on the side. This is interesting to me, because I was looking for some cosplay and I found some animation. I found some Cammy animation. I was like, what the hell is these pixels pixeling? You know what I'm saying? Like, these pixels is pixeling. Let me put it on the screen right now. Bam! Now automatically you're like, okay, I'm digging. This is a good, you know, this is a good angle. It's a hell of an angle. But let me press play real quick. Okay, that's a hell of, the front's usually not that pixely. I'm not mad at it. I mean, I feel like she's been hanging out with Mika. You know what I'm saying? That she done got some work done. Hold on, right here. She done got some work done. I feel like she's been hanging out with our Mika and she done got some work done. How would you feel if we saw Cammy and then, you know, she just appeared like that? I thought this was hilarious. I did. But you know what I didn't think was hilarious? I ordered some Chinese food yesterday. Now you're thinking I'm off topic. I'm not. I'm right on topic, because check this out. I never in a million years would have thought that I would have ordered some food and my food would be HT material. I never thought that I would order some Chinese food, a place that I've ordered from a million times, and thought to myself, this is gonna be on HT. Never, but guess what? It is. I'm gonna put it on the damn screen right now. This is a live video, a live reaction of my damn Chinese food from last night. Let me put it on the screen. Enjoy. All right, so what the hell are they trying to say, right? I ordered Chinese food. Here go my orange chicken right here. Some sauce and whatnot. But then they gave me one piece of chicken that stood out. What the hell is this? What the hell? Look at the size of this damn thing. What is this? It's like this is like this cook is trying to say something. You know what I'm saying? This is a statement. This damn thing right here. Look at the girth. This is a statement. Hell no, I'm supposed to dip this in something? Put some salt? Hell no. This was my, what? Like I said, I'm supposed to dip that? Somebody told me I might want to dip it because I probably don't want to raw dog that. Somebody said, that ain't the orange chicken, that's the orange dickin'. Oh my God. I feel assaulted. I feel like I need to go to HR or something. Like, this is an attack. This is a message, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? This can't be chicken. Somebody said that ain't even rooster. I don't know what the hell it is. What is this? I'm afraid to touch it. There it is, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling on this beautiful, weird ass HT. Thank you for tuning in, man. I will see you soon. Matter of fact, I'll see you tomorrow, more than likely tomorrow afternoon. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
You know what? I still got this in my refrigerator. You think I'm lying? Hold on. I ordered this yesterday. Hold on. Stay right there, y'all. Stay right there. Hold on. I ain't lying. Hold on. I'm going to the living room. I'm walking to the refrigerator. I'm opening my refrigerator. Hold on. I'm opening my refrigerator. I'm closing my refrigerator. I'm walking to the room. I'm back in the room. My wife's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, I got a bag right here. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, you know, because I knew this moment was going to happen. What's in the damn bag? This is in the damn bag. What is this? No. Focus on this. What is this? This is supposed to be chicken? What part of the chicken is this? This chicken was hung as hell. Look, I mean, was it a black chicken? Listen, all I'm saying is this, no.